Squad YouTube family. How everybody doing? Hope all is well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. That's what we got to do, make it happen for ourselves. Y'all look like Sally Beauty and maybe some more others done took Kenya Moore hair care products off the shelf, right? Listen, karma never misses. Now, in my thoughts, I was like, okay, they put her off the show. She'll still be able to make some money with her hair spa and her products and so on and so forth. I ain't mad at that. Get down, right? But karma never misses. Karma never misses. You know, and all of the mean, nasty things she did, but this one took the cake. The fact that you wanted to out a new cast member, you wanted to ostracize her, I said the wrong word, ostracize her right out the gate, because that's what she does. She did it to Kim, she did it to a lot of them, right? She wanted to make a mockery of her and make her look bad, right out the gate before they even, I don't know if they were filming or not. Now, it says that production was there, production knew. I don't know that. What I do know is that Sally Beauty said, that violates our, our code of conduct. That violates our code of conduct. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not having that mean, nasty girl stuff over here. Off the shelf. We ain't going to order no more, and we taking them off now, and that's that, right? And then I did see in the comments, certain people lived in certain cities was like, yeah, I went, they're not even on the shelf. So it ain't like they sold out. They took them off the shelf. They said, we'll take a loss before we fool with you. That's what Sally Beauty said. Now, I don't know why she didn't try to put it in Target, Walmart, somebody that might not have really cared too much, right? Unless the people protested. But they said that violated the code of conduct, and they will not be restocked. And so I was thinking, well, shoot, she might could sell them on Alibaba, Temu, Amazon. Amazon, everybody sells their stuff on Amazon, right? She may have to go to that, may have to do that, right? Go in the corner, put them in your trunk. Put them in your trunk, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just sold plenty of stuff out my trunk, right? So you may have to put your hustle hat on for real, sis. You may have to put your hustle hat on for real, right? But they said also, Sally Beauty said, they said that even before, now this might be just good politics or saying something politically correct. They said before the scandal, it was already talks about pulling her off the shelf. So I don't know if her products is good, because I remember someone before said her products were not good, or that it took the hair out. Allegedly, I'm not sure, but I remember some buzz about her products. So I don't know, because quite frankly, the world is inundated with hair care products, health care, beauty care stuff, right? If you can get your foot in the door and be able to sell, fine. But see, when you have a platform, like, let's say, Mel on Love and Marriage Huntsville and Stormy on Love and Marriage Huntsville, they can sell their products because they have a following. They have people that like them, love them, follow them, subscribe to them. Kenya, you've been a nasty little witch. You've been a nasty little mean little witch, girl. You got some fans, yes you do. But for the most part, you're a witch, and you know that. You know that. You've been mean. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of pretty. And I know you won Miss America, Miss USA, Miss Universe, Miss somebody. You're still a beautiful woman now, but your insides is rotten. They rotten. I ain't like them. They rotten. First of all, I got my list here. First of all, it started with, for me, it started with Phaedra and Apollo. You got on that show and blatantly disrespect this woman, no matter what anybody feel about Phaedra or what they feel about Apollo, to get on the show and openly, in front of everybody in the world to see, to flirt with somebody's man, that's called for a butt whipping, Kenya. You know that's called for a whipping. Just Phaedra, a good Southern girl, so, you know, she didn't resort to that. But anybody else, you know what I'm saying? That was the start of it for me. Like, ooh, you bold, sis. Then what she did to Kim Fields was downright mean. Why, I don't understand why Bravo or the producers didn't pull Kenya then. Why they didn't pull Kenya then, I don't know. Because that was downright mean. I remember the scene. I can't remember the whole scene. And they would sit at a table, and Kenya, either she was pulling the chair or she was doing something behind her. Like, girl, all of that elementary school stuff, all that junior high antics would have got your butt towed from the For real. Like, it seemed like she knew her people. And I think that Kenya has, as beautiful as she is and all that she got going on, I think that she has a bit of jealousy in her. I do. And Kim Fields is an actress. Always have been. She ain't never stopped working. And she's I think she's a director. She do a whole bunch of stuff. She wear a whole lot of hats in Hollywood land that Kenya does not. And I think a lot of times women think they can just rely on their looks and everything gonna work out. Sometimes you gotta use this here, sis. Sometimes you gotta use that. Right? And then what she did to Portia with the bullhorn. That was mean-spirited. And I believe that was the reunion where Portia had to drag across the floor, I think. But the fact that she was allowed to do that, then she had the scepter, then she had the bullhorn. Like, she's been allowed to antagonize women on this show for years. At some point, it has to stop. Then, when she brought the candy lady, now that was Tanya's, I want to say, she was trying to say that Tanya, she's been trying to break up relationships because she ain't had one. For her to be as beautiful as she is, she ain't had one. Even though the light-skinned boy married her, he didn't love her. You want to know why he didn't? I don't know why he didn't love her, but let me tell you why I know he didn't love her. Because during the pandemic, this was a time when everybody was highly sensitive, scared, and nervous. And this was the time for people to come together. Family, your spouses, your boyfriend, everybody. A lot of people had COVID relationships, right? And some of them still active now, right? This was the time. You done married this man and had his baby, his family. He'd rather stay in New York, where New York had the worst COVID ever. Had the worst COVID cases ever. He decided to stay there and to come and be with you. He didn't love you. Any man would have came and protected his family. Any man. He didn't do that. I don't believe he ever liked you. I think he was in it for whatever he was in it for, but that's a whole nother story. But that could have been your karma again, because you're not nice to people. You're nice to who you want to be nice with. And I still believe she was nice to Candy because Candy was beneficial to her. I believe that financially. That's what I believe. Then Cynthia, she wanted to be Cynthia's friend so bad, and she was determined to break up Cynthia and Nene's relationship. She didn't like Nene because Nene was the HBIC, and she wanted to be the HBIC. Let's say it. What it is. It's called a thing, right? And then she talked about Cynthia's wine cellar, right? Like, if my friend has an endeavor, I'm not talking about it, and I'm definitely not talking about it for the world to see. Now, I may say a little something to them or to somebody off camera, behind the scenes, in the bedroom, but not out loud. She is mean-spirited, and when you're mean begats mean, period. Mean begats mean, and that's what she gets. She's got to sit down with herself. And I understand. Listen, I understand. She had a horrible childhood, or her mama didn't want her, whatever the situation was. A lot of people have had that, right? You don't go around being mean to the world. You just don't do that, right? And she's done that. She's mean. She's mean-spirited, right? So now, Sally, and once one corporation does it or one business does it, then it'll be a domino effect. I hope that don't happen for her, right? Because you didn't invested a lot of money in that. But I forgot about this. Remember what she did to Marlo. When Marlo was starting, I want to say it was a wig, opening a store. She was doing something with hair. She had some products. And Kenya walked in there. See, she go too far. She go to the extreme, and Bravo has allowed her. She had a whole marching band, the megaphone again, and the marching band. Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore, she walked in that girl's event. And I just knew that Marlo was going to do something to her, right? So she has been antagonizing and been mean-spirited for a long time. This ain't nothing new. So this is supposed to have been a grand celebration, the opening of your hair spa. It took you a couple of years to get it together. A 2-floor spa. Wonderful, black woman. Wonderful. What you do, you taint it because you trying so hard to hurt somebody that you would. She cut off her nose to spite her face. That's what she did. So, there you have it. They the dominoes are falling. Now, I did hear that maybe she'll be back on Real Housewives of America, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know how true that is. Quite frankly, I don't want her to come back because she's going to rain havoc on Portia. Even though her and Portia smiling, taking pictures. Don't fall for it, Portia. I told you that before. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. So anyway, y'all, that's that on that. Sally said, that is against our code of conduct. You have had bad behavior. She done had bad behavior since she been on TV. Now she done got punished for it. That's the way karma works, y'all. So anyway, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. And join my live on Sundays. Bye-bye.